Good morning. I'm in my park again, heading down to the beach. Sunday. I been doing a little research on my titles, and I'm kind of surprised. You know how we're getting different searches based on how we're adding our titles into our 80 character section on top, and I started noticing that. I was like, whoa, so I moved vintage from the front to near to the subject matter. So if it's a bottle opener, I would say if it's a vintage bottle opener, that's how I would change it. And the name of where the bottle opener company, or if it was branded, I would use that at the beginning. So if someone's searching Budweiser vintage butter, it would bottle opener, it would show. And I was like, okay. So I noticed that you got a different search when you had vintage at the beginning and when you had vintage at the end. And I was like, wow, that's interesting. I just was kind of shocked that you were getting different searches. And I seen this about a month and a half, 2 months ago. So I've been working on several tests, and I try to have proof. And I then started playing around with these. I have these artist cards, trading cards that are made out of sticker and glitter, and they're all Christmas related, getting very low views. And I noticed that I listed these 3-4 years ago, and I had 500. Now I have like 312 left of these, and the exposure and the photos were bad, so I went in and started correcting that, and I got some views. The photos look better. People are going to click on it. They're not dark, and I still didn't work. Nothing really sold yet. I changed the prices. Didn't get any more views. I'm getting views a little bit. But no purchases. So then I did some rearranging of the titles, and I was getting different searches. And I said to myself, maybe 80 characters don't matter anymore. So I put in what I felt what was important at the beginning, the subject matter, art trading cards, a CRO, whatever they are. They were something I bought just thinking they were going to sell, and they sold, but I'm now giving them away at $1.99 and add 3 or more to your shopping cart and get flat rate shipping, and I'm just trying to blow them out. But then I realized, I copy the title and I put it in the description. And then one day I started adding more keywords into the description title that didn't fit in the 80 character title. So the color, mixed material, glitter, tape, stickers, whatever the variants, I didn't have room in the original title section. And my views jumped drastically. I've gotten people sending me offers for them. Watching them, and I'm not going to go any lower in the price. So I was like, wow. So I'm now getting different searches for different ways you format the titles, but then I can maximize my search by adding the characters I didn't have room for in my title. And then I started adding my item specifics into the description. Not the description, the titles. So if I didn't have it in my main title, I would add it in the secondary title, which would be the description section. And then you obviously have a condition category. And if there's any issue with the condition, I would explain it there, and I would mix in a little bit of the item specifics there. And if in any description, on the bottom I started writing a description, unique description, I started adding item specifics there. So there were like a mixed locations where all the item specifics were already selected. And I started thinking even deeper. I was like, I used the same description, the same condition for every listing. So I use this service called Grammarly, and I'm rewriting my descriptions and my condition issues, and then I'm using X's to insert my item specifics into those different descriptions. So for every product I sell that's unique, different category, I have the same description and same condition description for those categories. So I'm basically changing all my listings to have different descriptions and different condition descriptions instead of having all the generic same. And I'll go in and slide into different item specifics, and that makes it unique to the item. So it looks like to the AI that's searching, it's making them, it's picking them up. It's searching, giving me more searches. I'm getting more views. So I was pretty excited about this, and I was hoping that I can see some results. I just want to be clear. I'm just not adding all the item specifics into the title. I'm not putting them all into the description. I'm mixing them into the 3 categories that we can put them in. The condition issue, I'm interweaving them. I'm putting them in the secondary title and the description. And obviously there's some in the main description, title. So I'm trying to just mix them in so I get those searches volumes up. Anyway, I hope this is a little confusing, but I'll show you some screenshots, and it's definitely going to slow me down drastically, but with the templates that I'm using and the way I like listing, I list in bulk, and then I use the scheduling platform to go vertical out Monday through 21 days. So I'm not just listing the same type of item every day. And every time I have a new listing, it's a different category, it's going to be a different description. So the AI won't be able to see that I'm using the same description or the same condition issues every time. It's going to be a different one from the AI I generated. And then I modify it to add in those item specifics where they fit. So then I save it in my template. So when I create a draft, because creating a template in your store, it copies over the item specifics. Well, that might not be good, because if you're using the same item specifics every time, it seems like it's affecting us. So what I did was, by me just changing the editor inside the templates, and then after getting the main title done, I open up categories to let them decide where they think it's more important to be fitting. So if I'm doing political pins as the president pin, it's not a senator pin, so it'll be a different category, and those item specifics are always going to be different. So I didn't save this as a template. I saved this in my editor, all these different little quotes and different ones. So if I select bottle opener, it'll open up my description for the editor with a unique description, and then I copy paste the condition and then paste it into my title when I do that. So it's always going to be different. Sometimes people go, oh, I make templates. Well, yeah, you do 200 CDs in the same day, and you don't change. You use various artists, and they know it's not various artists, so they're burying your stuff. And if you have the artist's name in the description, or it's just mixing up it's just reinforcing the item specifics. It's becoming really important here. They changing it where they have their own AI do this. So in your phone, I was like, if they're going to do this, they made this important. Just like they're sharing with your social media, advertising to your store. They spent time. They're giving you something for it. And I do see, when I do play with these I'm getting more traffic. Sorry for this long video, but please like and subscribe. I hope I didn't confuse you, but I am going to show you some screenshots of what I'm talking about, so it'll kind of help you if I get my words twisted in tongue. Sometimes I get excited about what I'm doing, and I think it's important. That's all we got to figure this out. If we need to list slower and more methodical, that's what we got to do. So please like and subscribe, and if you get a moment, call somebody that's lonely out there, maybe a family member, and say hi, and just engage. It's important right now, especially if you're a reseller. We're all going through the same thing. We're all feeling the same thing. If you're not already cross-listing and doing different things, it's stress. It's fourth quarter, and we don't feel fourth quarter now. It's beginning of fourth quarter, and my numbers are down. So I don't expect us to have a great fourth quarter. So I hate to say that, but if they messed up this fourth quarter, there's going to be a lot of us that aren't going to be around next year. And but I'm going to double down on eBay. I'm going to keep pushing and figure this out. And I haven't started cross-listing. I haven't done anything but just focused on eBay. So I hope this helps. Stay positive, guys. We're going to get through this. All right. You have a great day. Bye. Boy, they were loud. Boy. One take. Awesome.